getting it, cuz. Send that thing. It's your boy, J Mitch. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy J Mitch. I'm out here going to do some testing with my new XLX2. I know it's kind of a hot topic on the internet, but I just kind of want to give you guys an update or give you guys my take on it. I am admittedly a 100% Castle fanboy. Admittedly, almost anything they do is like golden for me. But with the latest news that came out from them, regarding the issues with the XLX2 and the new firmware update, I was halfway into installing a 1100 kV combo into my MCD, but I'm not saying that I think that there's an issue. I don't think there's an issue, but I don't want to chance it. That's a very expensive car, so I don't really want to blow anything. So due to that, I am setting up a test station. And just to give you guys a little bit more background, pull it up because I did save it in my gallery. This is from the Castle website. They're saying a small number of units, a small number of XL2 units from the first production build could experience internal hardware failures. Busbars that are housed within the Mamba XLX2 circuitry may, in limited circumstances, be misaligned and cause a malfunction to occur during the very first use of the ESC, whereby the ESC may beep and then stop responding. Anyone experiencing this type of failure is encouraged to contact Castle for warranty service. The manufacturing lot codes of this build are C27255, C27711, and C2796. This information is contained on the label adhered to the wires on the ESC and on the outside of the product box. Note, this issue has been addressed in subsequent batches. So, of course, I already had 3. So something told me, John, go check and see which batches you have. And I actually have one of each from one of each of those batches. I've already ran one and I ran it successfully with no issue in my Creighton 8S, and I've also ran it in my Limitless. The last Limitless speed runs I did, which were in the 130s, which range between 133 and 139. I had no issues. The data looked great, nothing blew, and I had at least 10 runs on that ESC without any issue. But I still had 2 brand new in the box. So this one that I'm going to test is, if I look on the wire here, it's from the batch C27711. What I'm doing in response to this is I'm setting up like a test station just for this one. Like I said, I didn't want to put it in the car. I kind of just wanted to test it outside the car. So what I did is I have a receiver with a sacrificial servo connected to my 2028, running it in censored mode, and I have 2 Lipos that I really don't want to lose, but we'll see. I've heard people who have lost Lipos, who've lost the ESC, who's lost the receiver, and lost the servo. There's a friend I have in particular, he's going through that right now, and I'm not sure what Castle is doing to replace those affected parts. I know they will replace the warranty ESC and motor, but regarding the other things, if you have a gyro connected, a receiver, or a servo, or your Lipos, I don't know if they're covering those expenses, if that is an issue. So I'm kind of building up the suspense. I really don't think that this is going to be an issue, but these might be my famous last words. So I'm just kind of trying to do this live with everyone in real time and let everybody actually see what's going on. So for the purposes, let me go over my components. I'm using a Savox. It's a cheapy Servo 0231. It's a high torque waterproof servo. These maybe run between 30 and 40 bucks. I bought this one a while ago, and I haven't used it because it's actually a little taller than a normal standard servo, so it doesn't really fit in many applications. So I had that one sitting around. I'm using a Futaba R203GF receiver. Like I said, I'm using the Castle 2028 1100 kV, and I'm using two Powerhobby 4S Lipos for the purposes of this test. So what I'm going to do is shut the fuck up and get to the shits. So I've already ensured that I linked my radio to my receiver. And I do want to state that Castle does say these are the recommended connectors. We don't want to use anything XT90. We want to use something with at least 6.5 millimeter bullets or larger. These are the QS8 or the OSE connectors that people use. They're 8 millimeter anti-spark connectors, and most of my cars run this, especially my large cars. I really like these connectors because they're anti-spark, and they kind of remind me of that XT90 format. You know, it's a plug, and it's easy. You know, you won't spark or jump anything. You don't have that chance, and it's anti-spark already built in. These are really cool, so you definitely should cop some of these. I recommend checking out WFO. I love your WFO. You know, they're my homies, but they also have a lot of good things that you can use there. So yeah, check them out for these plugs, or you can check these out. You can find these at Offshore Electronics. You can definitely find these on eBay. These are my connectors of choice for large scale applications. And in a second, I'm actually going to probably change all my connectors over to these OSEs, even my little 6S setups, and maybe even some of my 3 and 4S setups, just because I like to have one standard plug, and these things seem like they're bulletproof. Probably overkill for the 6S and the 4S stuff, you know, the 8th and the 10th scale stuff, but you know, more flow, more current, more power. Any scale for me is what I want. I want the most out of any scale, and I think these are what you want to go with. But I'm talking too much. This video is going to be way longer than I really wanted it to be, and I apologize, and I thank you all for sticking in there for me. And if you haven't yet done it, please like, comment, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my Instagram page, check out my Facebook fan page, and just thank you for continuing to support me, everybody. But I'm gonna shut up, get this done. Let's hope that we don't have an issue. Again, like I said, I am running this 2028 in censored mode. This is the very first time I'm plugging this up here. So that's one battery. Here is battery number 2. I've plugged in the Lipos. Recall, I am using Futaba. You have to set the reverse channel. You have to set the channel reverse on your Futaba radio for your Castle motor. So first thing I'm doing is I'm making sure I reverse my channel 2 for my throttle control. Then I'm gonna go in, like I said, it's already plugged in. I'm gonna turn on the radio and calibrate the ESC. Going through the calibration, full throttle. Y'all hear the beeps. Then full reverse. And then neutral. Now you know the ESC is calibrated. It lets you know it's armed. The last 2 beeps let you know it's armed. I like to turn it off and then turn it back on. Let it sit for a minute. Give it some throttle. All right. I'm going to say that mine's is fine, but I'm going to say I have seen these blow up real quick, so I just wanted to show this to you guys. 8S is a lot of power. You guys be careful out there. I said this is how you should test them. You know, if you have a dummy servo that you can set up, use a servo, use a receiver you don't care about. Test out these ESCs before you run them, just to ensure that there are no issues. As you can see, there's no issues with my second XLX2. Stay tuned. I'll probably do the same thing for my third one and show you guys again. But again, thanks for watching. Happy New Year to you guys. Shout out to my man Dave Hubbard. Shout out to my man Big Willie. Shout out to Ted Nedham at RC Discount. Shout out to everybody that fuck with me. All right, I'ma holler at y'all. Y'all be good now. Peace.